At first glance, it looks like a mistake. An odd dent pressed into the side of something as ordinary and familiar as a plastic milk jug. It's the kind of detail most people overlook, but once you notice it, you start seeing it everywhere. And it quietly raises a question about why such a simple object would need such a specific feature built into its design. So what exactly is that large dimple on plastic milk jugs? And why does it exist on nearly all of them you see every day in stores? That small indentation isn't random, and it isn't just for looks. It's part of a design that solves several hidden problems all at once, in ways most people never realize. Let's dive right into it, right here, on History of Simple Things. At its core, the dimple exists to make the milk jug stronger without making it thicker or heavier than necessary. Plastic milk jugs are usually made from high-density polyethylene, a material that is lightweight but naturally flexible under pressure. If the sides of the jug were completely flat, they would bulge outward when filled, especially during handling and transport. The indentation works like a built-in reinforcement, redistributing pressure across the surface and helping the jug hold its shape more reliably. This allows manufacturers to use thinner plastic while still maintaining durability. In simple terms, the dimple strengthens the container without increasing material, making it an efficient structural solution. Milk is produced and distributed in massive quantities, so even the smallest design improvement can create large-scale savings over time. The dimple plays an important role in reducing the amount of plastic required for each jug. Because it reinforces the structure, manufacturers don't need to use as much raw material to achieve the same level of strength. When this reduction is applied across millions of containers, the cost savings become substantial. Beyond economics, this also lowers the total amount of plastic being produced and used. The design is essentially a balance between strength and efficiency, allowing companies to maintain durability while minimizing both production costs and material consumption. Another key purpose of the dimple is to help control the precise volume that each jug can hold. Milk containers must meet strict measurement standards, whether they are labeled as a gallon, half-gallon, or another size. However, plastic containers can vary slightly due to temperature changes and shrinkage after molding. The indentation provides a simple way to adjust internal capacity without redesigning the entire mold. By altering the depth of the dimple, manufacturers can fine-tune how much liquid the jug holds. This ensures consistency across production batches and helps guarantee that each container delivers the exact amount printed on the label. In addition to actual volume, visual perception also plays a role in packaging design. Consumers expect a milk jug to appear completely full when they purchase it, and anything less can create doubt about the product. Even if the volume is correct, a container that looks underfilled may be seen as misleading. The dimple helps address this by subtly adjusting the internal space of the jug so the liquid reaches a more satisfying visible level. This creates a consistent appearance across products on store shelves. It's a small detail, but it helps maintain trust, ensuring that what people see matches what they expect when buying everyday items. Milk jugs experience a range of conditions from the moment they are filled to the time they are opened at home. They are exposed to different temperatures during storage, transport, and refrigeration, which can cause both the liquid and the plastic container to expand or contract slightly. Even small shifts in temperature can create internal stress within the jug. The dimple acts as a flexible zone that can move inward or outward just enough to absorb these changes. Instead of the entire container becoming stressed or deformed, the indentation provides a controlled area where pressure can shift safely. This reduces the risk of cracks, leaks, or warping. It's a subtle but effective way to help the jug maintain its integrity throughout its entire life cycle. A common belief is that the dimple serves as an indicator of whether the milk has gone bad, with the idea that it will pop outward when spoilage occurs. While this sounds convincing and is often shared as a practical tip, it isn't accurate. Milk spoilage is caused by bacteria that break down its components, producing sour odors and changes in taste, but they typically do not generate enough gas to create internal pressure. Because of this, there is no force pushing the dimple outward as a reliable signal. If the indentation changes shape, it is more likely due to temperature shifts, handling, or external pressure. The most dependable way to check milk is still through smell and taste, rather than relying on the container's shape. That small dimple on the side of a plastic milk jug is a clear example of how thoughtful design can quietly solve multiple problems at once. It reinforces the structure, reduces the amount of material needed, ensures accurate volume, improves how the product appears, and helps manage pressure changes during everyday use. What seems like a minor detail is actually the result of careful engineering and practical decision-making. It's easy to overlook because it blends into such a familiar object, but once you notice it, it reveals how even the simplest designs are shaped by efficiency, function, and the need to perform reliably in everyday life. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.